Well, thank you, Carrie. Over the past few years, you may have heard about the controversy surrounding silicone-filled breast implants and the complications associated with them. Many women turned to saline implants, but didn't always like the way they looked. But now there's a new product which offers a much more natural look and feel. And Dr. Robert True from the True Aesthetics Center is here to tell us all about it. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good morning to you.
Happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy to have you here. Let's talk a little bit about the concern. What were those concerns about the silicone implant?
The old silicone gel implants had sort of a jelly-like substance inside of the implants, and this jelly-like substance could ooze out of the implants. We call that a bleed, and that oozing of the silicone would cause a reaction. Reaction of the tissue would cause scarring. That scarring would result in a hard capsular contraction. And so a lot of people, they say, well, my breasts are real hard after I did those implants, and that's because of the capsular contraction, that hard scarring that occurred. Well, the new implants don't do that as much. They're called silicone gel implants. They're the form-stable implants, so they maintain their shape, they don't have that bleed, they don't cause that reaction. They came out in about 2007, so now we have a pretty good amount of time with data that shows they're about the same as saline as far as a capsular contraction. So that's pretty much okay now. We can have an equal safety. The other thing that was a concern was the thought that maybe silicone implants cause autoimmune disease, cancers, medical problems. That's been negated. There's been studies that show they don't cause that anymore.
All right, so you brought two different types of implants here today.
Right.
Tell me about the differences between these two.
This is the silicone gel. Notice that it's a form-stable implant, and if you touch the implant and squeeze it, it feels like a normal breast, as opposed to the saline implant, and it feels more like a bag of water. Now, they both look pretty good on the body, but the advantage of the silicone is that when it is in the body, it's more form-stable. It maintains that nice round shape, round form, and it lays more natural when it goes in the breast. So it looks more natural, and then when you feel it, of course, it feels more natural. So you have a better feel, a more natural feel, and a more natural look.
All right, you also have some images here that we have that I want to share with our viewers that show kind of some before and afters. Can you explain what we're seeing there?
Yeah, what you're seeing here is a patient who has had some implants. She has a nice shape, she has a nice form, they've dropped adequately, and she has more fullness. But women want to have more fullness, they want to look good, they want to feel good.
They want to feel more feminine,
They want to feel more feminine, that's right, and they want to fit better in clothes. And so here's some examples of some patients that we have done implants on. They have a wonderful result, they feel good about themselves, they can do somewhat of a lift, they get a fullness in the upper part, and they just look more beautiful.
They feel better because confidence level is a big part of it as well. It helps the whole mind, body, and spirit.
That's certainly true.
And also True Aesthetics offers some different options for women that other organizations may not have.
Yes,
Tell us about what makes it so unique.
We want to empower women with ability to choose certain things. First of all, we want them to choose the size of implant that they want. And there's different styles now that enable us to do that, so we can accommodate most people. The other thing that we do is some women don't want to be put to sleep to have breast implants done. So therefore we offer the awake method, where a person is awake while we do the procedure. We do offer the other one too, where they're put to sleep, but we offer the awake. It does several things. It decreases the risk of the possibility of having a general anesthetic complication. So it's very safe that way, and people do fine. They have a little mild sedation. We do the tumescent fluid, which numbs them up, and they don't feel anything. They do real well. And the post-op recovery is quicker too.
That's fantastic. So the great thing is that what you offer are options. Women can come in, know that there are a number of different options, because this is a big commitment that women are making on their body.
It certainly is, and we can do that whether they have breasts that are very small, very large, if they're sagging. We can do the whole thing. We can do breast lifts. We can offer them the option of the nice silicone now that gives a better form, better shape without the risks, and it really is a nice way to go. Makes people feel better about themselves. The women feel good.
Well, I can also tell you have great bedside manner too.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
I appreciate you being here, and if you'd like to talk to Dr. True about the silicone gel implants, you can contact him at True Aesthetics Center by calling 817-399-8783 or by logging on to TrueMD.com. Now up next, our City Credit Union